The most charismatic tag team of all time. Never before, never again. What's going on, everyone? This is the Kid DC Wrestling, and I am back once again, man, with a very, very special video. I'm here to give you guys my WWE 2011 Survivor Series retro review. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided that I push the button. We're going to go back in time to 10 years prior with this pay-per-view taking place today, marking the 10th year anniversary, man. It's insane. I said in the SmackDown review, man, that this show holds a very special place in my heart because Survivor Series 2011, fun fact here, was my first ever WWE pay-per-view show that I've ever watched. That's right. I never watched a WWE pay-per-view ever before until Survivor Series 2011. Fun fact, I was like 6, 7 years old at the time, and my crazy self, because I was so excited to see The Rock and John Cena team up, I actually accidentally ordered the pay-per-view because obviously this was many years, like 2-3 years before the WWE Network officially came into existence. So this was still when WWE was still having their pay-per-views on, cable TV, direct TV. And I actually accidentally ordered it. So my parents didn't find out until literally after I ordered the pay-per-view, and they literally couldn't do nothing about it. So I find that funny because I literally ordered it and bought it just like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But of course, the 2011 Survivor Series, man, this was the 25th Survivor Series pay-per-view event. MSG, Madison Square Garden in New York City. So we're not going to waste any time, man. We're going to get straight to it. So we saw the first match, man. Dolph Ziggler defeating John Morrison. This was the United States Championship. And looking back at this match, this was a really, really good opener, man. Like, Ziggler and Morrison went at it in this match. I felt like it. And I thought that this was a really, really extremely great opener for the United States Championship. And just really good way to open up the show, man. I mean, Dolph Ziggler, obviously he lost the U.S. title a month later to the big time, obviously the OG at the time, woo, you know it, Zack Ryder. And John Morrison was John Morrison like he always is. And yeah, this is just a great match, and I thought this was a really great opener. All right, so the next match, we saw the Lumberjail match for the WWE Divas Championship. Beth Phoenix defeating Eve Torres. Obviously, I think we can all agree, man. The WWE Divas division was in a messed up place around this time, man. This is around the time where the Divas just didn't matter. And, the match, obviously, we saw how it was. This was obviously around the time, man, where the WWE considered wrestling fans considered the women's to be bathroom breaks, and they were legitimately bathroom breaks, especially, after the big matches. So, I mean, this match, it was just there, and it just, once again, just goes to show you how the WWE Divas division and that god-awful Butterfly Championship just wasn't cool whatsoever. Just goes to show you how much the women had evolved over the years. So, yeah. But, of course, Beth Phoenix is a Hall of Famer. And Eve Torres, I don't know what she's doing now, but hopefully she is doing good for herself. All right, so you had your 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match after the Divas. Team Barrett, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, Hunico, haven't heard that name in a while. Jack Swagger and Wade Barrett taking on Team Orton, Kofi Kingston, Mason Ryan. Yeah, another guy we haven't heard in a long time. Used to be a part of Nexus. Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Sin Cara. Looking back at this match, I thought this was a really, really good Survivor Series elimination match, man. Like, Orton and, the guys were just going in this match. Obviously, man, Team Barrett gets the win. But overall, I thought this was a really good 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. Pretty good, considering that it was the only 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match of the night. All right, so after that, man, we had the Singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Biggie defeating Mark Henry. Obviously, what happened at Vengeance, the previous pay-per-view, man, Mark Henry and Big Show pulling up Big Show and Brock Lesnar, where they imploded the ring. So, obviously, this is pretty much why this match is happening. Obviously, the 7-year-old kid in me was going berserk when that crap happened at Vengeance. I remember hearing about it and seeing it. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. Because, again, I was 7 years old at the time. You know what I mean? Like, come on, the mark in me. And looking back at this match, because I was really excited for this match, actually. Looking back at it, it was a match. Mark Henry during this time period, man, was going through that Hall of Pain gimmick, which I believe, in my opinion, to this day is still the best version of Mark Henry, man. Nothing can ever take away from the Hall of Pain 2011 Mark Henry. Like, that dude was a effing monster, okay? And Big Show, Big Show's always going to be the Big Show. So, yeah, I don't know why I really went into that, but Big Show's Big Show, legend, both legends. And as far as this match goes, man, Biggie, good Lord, Big Show won, but it was by DQ. And, of course, we saw at the final pay-per-view of 2011, TLC, we saw how that transpired. Big Show winning the world title, only for Daniel Bryan to cash in and win the world title. So, yeah. The next match, we had the WWE Championship, CM Punk defeating Alberto Del Rio. Man, looking back at this match, great championship match. There were so many times where it felt like Alberto was going to win, but of course Punk won. Obviously, man, this pay-per-view was very infamous because this was the show. This was the match that started the 434-day reign of CM Punk. And, of course, we all know how that reign went. But this was cool. This was cool, man. CM Punk, I thought winning the WWE title was a really cool moment. Him celebrating with the fans in MSG, New York City. 2011, when we say 2011, Punk was white effing hot. He was like legitimately white effing hot. Like, he got a huge reaction when he won the title. Looking back at this match, it just shows how big, how popular, and how big of a Punk was back then, man. Like, back in 2011, like, he was everywhere. And of course, the main event, the tag team match, John Cena and The Rock defeating The Awesome Truth. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to talk about Awesome Truth for a minute. I really, really liked Awesome Truth. And it's a shame that they never really got to win the tag team titles. But then again, WWE's tag team at that point was just nothingness. So there really wouldn't be no point. But dude, Awesome Truth was so awesome. Again, the 7-year-old in me, seeing what happened at Hell in a Cell, I was like, oh my God, they stormed the ring. Holy crap. Again, 7-year-old in me, I was like, this is awesome. This is insane. This is crazy. How can they do this? Like, dude, Awesome Truth. Awesome. I miss Awesome Truth so bad, dude. They were awesome. Their entrance and everything, man. But of course, John Cena and The Rock. Honestly, man, looking back at this match, man, this is a good match, but it wasn't it wasn't like the greatest tag team match of all time. Dude, John Cena got beat up like 95% of this match by The Miz and R-Truth. Rock comes in, he makes his beat down, and then they win. And then of course The Rock and John Cena, they meet up, and then of course The Rock bottoms John Cena. This was pretty much all to promote their match at WrestleMania, rightfully so, because we were getting closer and closer to that inevitability that was The Rock and John Cena at WrestleMania 28. But as far as this match goes, I mean, you go back and watch the match itself, dude, John is getting beat up most of the match, which is typical John Cena matches at this point. John Cena gets some attacks in, then he gets beat up most of the match. He makes his typical Superman comeback, and yeah. But as far as the match, it was I would probably say it was a solid tag team match. So, yeah, but The Rock looked great, man. And I think Booker T was on commentary at this time. So I think he was saying how The Rock looked better. It's like he never skipped a beat. He said something like that. So, yeah, but yeah, it was good to see The Rock back. And MSG was loving to see The Rock back. So, yeah, That was WWE Survivor Series 2011 overall. I thought it was a pretty good show. And as far as it being my first pay-per-view, and yes, guys, it literally was my first WWE pay-per-view ever. So it's pretty good. Pretty good event. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. And years later, 10 years later, I enjoy it once more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. We'll be back tomorrow with my WWE Survivor Series 2021 review. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.